Hey guys, it's Mr. Hing here. I hope you're all well. Today what we're going to be looking at is calculating the gradient when it comes to graphs. So if you have not seen my first video on graphs for grade 9s, it's based on the basics and coordinates of graphs. I will put a little link to the video on this video, and then you can go have a look. But for now, what we're going to be looking at is calculating the gradient. Okay, so the important part, guys, about this video is how to use this formula over here. y2 minus y1 over, that is a division line, and then x2 minus x1. Now, how do we use this over here? Okay, so we have three graphs on our Cartesian plane over here, a blue one, a yellow one, and a green one. And I'm going to show you how to get the gradient in each of these, for each of these graphs. Let's start with the blue graph. So let me do the calculation in blue. So firstly, guys, the gradient is represented by the letter or the symbol m. Okay, so you can say m is equal to, and then you put your formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, when you use this formula, what I want you to do is, so that you don't get confused, write down, I just want to show my laser here, write down the 2 points on the blue, or whichever graph you're dealing with, write down the 2 coordinates just above your formula over here. So I'll show you how to do it. And remember, it does not matter in which order you put the coordinates. Okay, so I'll put my first coordinate, let's say 2 and 1. You could have written 4 and 3 first, it doesn't matter. And then there's the other one, which is 4 and 3. Now, whichever order you put it in, take a different color or pencil in your test and just say, okay, this is going to be my x1, this is going to be my x2, because we all know that the first number in a coordinate represents the x value. So this is your first x value, this is your second x value over here. And then put y1 and y2 on top. Now, why do I do this? I do it so that I make sure I'll never get confused when needing to use these numbers in this formula over here, because you will need to use all 4 numbers, and I don't want you to get confused. So let's have a look and see how we substitute it in. So what was my y2? My y2 was the 3 over here. So you literally write that in place of y2, you write 3. Then a minus, you write minus, that is this minus there. Y1, you just look for y1, and it is your 1 there. So you write 1 all over x2. x2 is going to be 4 minus, this minus comes from this sign over here, and then minus the x1, which was 2. So you simply put this in your calculator or simplify it, and you'll get 3 minus 1 is 2, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So that actually becomes 1. So your gradient is equal to 1. Okay, that is how simple it is to do gradients. All you need to look at is this amazing and easy, once you know how to use it, formula, and then you substitute the point, any 2 points on the graph, into the formula to get your gradient. Okay, and then just a bonus, what this will end up looking like in your if you had to write an equation, is y is equal to something x plus c. Now remember, what is in front of the x? It is your gradient. And what's my gradient? It is 1, so it would be 1x. But that is in for the next video, which we'll look at determining the equation of a graph. Okay, let's have a look and do the yellow one and the green one. So if you want to pause the video, you're more than welcome to pause that video. So I'm just going to do it now, and then you can have a look at if your answers are correct. So as you can see, I'm writing the gradient, m is equal to, and we write the formula. And then what did I say? We must write the coordinates down on top. So I'm just going to do that in black. So this coordinate over here is 0 and 2, because it is a y-intercept. So it's 0 and 2, 0 and 2, and then the next coordinate is over here that we have. It is 4 and 0. 4 and 0. So we write that over here just so that we never get confused. This is going to be x1, x2, y1, y2. Okay, let's go substitute that into our formula. So m is going to equal, my y2 is over here, it's 0, minus, that is this minus sign, y1 is 2, so it's going to be 2, all over x2 is 4, we write 4 minus, that's this minus sign again, x1 is 0, and we go and we simplify. 0 minus 2, we're going to get a negative 2, over 4 minus nothing is still 4. So our answer is going to be negative a half. That is the simplified version. So this is our gradient. Okay, if you like, you can pause the video and you can do the one in green, which I'm going to do now. Okay, so let's do that again. So the gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We go and we get our coordinates. So this coordinate's over there and this coordinate's over here. Remember what I said? It doesn't matter which order you write it in. I just want to emphasize that because in case you are wondering. And then, so this is my first coordinate. What is this coordinate over here? It is 0 and 1. So it's 0 and 1 because my y value is 1. 0 and 1. Okay, let's go have a look and how do we substitute and simplify this. So y2, oh sorry, I forgot to write them on top. This is my x1, x2, y1, y2. So my y2 is over here, so it's 1 minus, my y1 is 1, so we're actually going to get 0. Sorry about that, guys. I just realized I made a little error here. This coordinate is not 1, but it is negative 1, obviously. So that is going to change my answer drastically. So yeah, just look out for that. Let me just start over here again. So instead, so my y2 is negative 1, and then a minus, because there's a minus there, and then the y1 is this one over here. All over x2 is going to, x2 is going to be 0, and then minus comes from this minus. Now guys, please look, this is very important. It's the first time you're seeing it in the video. If you have a negative number, you must write that in brackets over here, because if you don't write the brackets, you're just going to say minus 2, which is not neat and you might make a mistake. So minus times a minus, it will end up becoming positive. So over here we'll say minus 1 is minus 2 over 0 minus 2 becomes positive 2. So therefore my m is going to equal negative 1. Okay, and guys, that is as simple as that. That's how you do calculating the gradient. I did 3 examples, and I just wanted to leave it there so that you can see how to do it quite simply. In the next video, look out for it. We are going to be looking at determining the equation, and there are 2 steps to it. The first step you've actually learned in this video, determining the gradient, and then we'll just look at the second step.